Most vloggers only show you the paradise side of the Philippines. In this complete 17-minute blueprint, we are combining the psychological traps, the harsh budget realities, the hidden visa hurdles, and the honest dating landscape into one definitive guide before you book your flight. Expat YouTube channels love to show you the fairy tale paradise, cheap drinks, beautiful beaches, and an easy life where your problems vanish. What they don't tell you is the brutal truth. If you cannot manage your bills, stay out of trouble, and stand firmly on your own 2 feet back home, moving to the Philippines will destroy you. To make it in a developing nation like this, a man must possess 3 absolute traits. He must be physically strong, mentally strong, and financially strong. If you are missing even one of these pillars, you aren't moving to paradise. You are making yourself an immediate victim in a country you cannot possibly negotiate. Here are the 5 unmistakable signs that you need to stay home. Sign number 1. You are planning your future based on the $1,000 a month lie. This is where your financial strength is put to the test. Expat vloggers love to tell you that $1,000 a month buys you a luxury lifestyle. Let me give you the cold, hard, fact-checked math they hide from you. According to global cost of living data, a $1,000 budget does not buy you luxury. It buys you a strict survival diet. On $1,000 a month, you are priced out of secure city centers. You are renting local apartments away from security, eating local street food because Western groceries are heavily taxed, and sweating through the night because you can't afford the massive electric bill that comes with running an air conditioner. One unexpected medical emergency will completely bankrupt you. The reality of a truly comfortable, safe Western existence here requires double that amount. $2,000 a month or more. If you don't have the financial strength to back up a real budget, this country will leave you broke, vulnerable, and completely stranded across the ocean. Sign number 2. You think a new country will magically fix a broken life. This is where you lack mental strength. You must understand a fundamental psychological truth. Wherever a man goes in this world, he takes himself with him. A new country cannot change who you are. It can only change your physical location. If you suffer from deep-seated mental struggles, severe depression, or active addictions, moving to Southeast Asia is an absolute death sentence. Furthermore, if you are a chronic complainer who expects the world to cater to you, this culture will break you. Cheap alcohol, unregulated vices, and chronic isolation are available 24 hours a day. Without a strict internal compass and massive mental strength, an unstable or bitter man will rapidly spiral out of control. Your internal chaos will simply cross the ocean with you, and it will compound at 10 times the speed. Sign number 3. You rely on the comfort and automated structures of Western society. This is where physical and logistical stamina matter. Living in the Philippines is an active, daily negotiation. If you lack the patience and problem-solving skills to figure out how to exchange currency safely, how to hail a local tricycle without being extorted, or how to navigate a city with 0 street signs, the environment will quickly overwhelm your nervous system. In the West, your life is heavily regulated and predictable. In a developing nation, simple tasks like paying a utility bill or getting stable internet can take hours of slow bureaucracy and language barriers. If you cannot stand on your own 2 feet in your native culture, you cannot possibly operate here. Sign number 4. You suffer from the dangerous delusion that local hospitality or your government will rescue you when you jam yourself up. Let's look at the harsh local reality. The Philippines faces immense internal struggles. Look at the slums of Manila. There are countless homeless children living in severe poverty who receive absolutely no institutional help from anyone. If the local system cannot or will not rescue its own vulnerable children, do not sit there and think they are going to offer handouts or sympathy to a full-grown foreign man who can't stand on his own 2 feet. Furthermore, the U.S. Embassy will not pay your private hospital bills, settle your local debts, or bail you out of a local jail. Out here, you are 100% responsible for your own life. Sign number 5. You think your Western passport grants you immunity from local laws. If an expat spirals due to financial ruin, mental instability, or picking fights, the Philippine legal system offers 0 leniency. Under immigration law, any foreigner who becomes a public nuisance, runs out of funds, or overstays their visa can be rapidly detained, declared an undesirable alien, and placed in a deportation center. If you do not possess the physical, mental, and financial strength to carry yourself cleanly and respectfully, you become a soft target for scams, extortion, and legal prosecution. Moving abroad is a reward for men who have already built a disciplined, successful, and stable life. It is not an escape hatch for personal failure. If you want the raw, fact-backed truth about surviving and thriving as a Western retiree in Southeast Asia, hit that subscribe button right now. See you in the next report. The day you step across an international border with a life's worth of accumulated capital, you cease to be a casual resident. To the local economic ecosystem, you are a walking, unshielded treasury asset. Expats fail financially abroad for one primary reason. They try to play a high-stakes away game using home court rules. Back home, you rely on institutional buffers, deposit insurance, predictable contract law, and familiar judicial systems. Abroad, those safety nets do not exist. Your wealth is completely exposed to local predatory architecture. The first asymmetric hazard is the frontman liability. In many developing nations, foreign nationals are legally restricted from owning land or holding controlling shares in vital businesses. To bypass this, expats place millions into the hands of local romantic partners, trusted proxies, or nominee structures. Understand this rule. If your name is not on the legal registry, you do not own the asset. You have merely handed over a lifetime of capital as a non-refundable gift. The second hazard is the micro-lending black hole. Once your economic footprint is established, your capital will be actively targeted by the extended social network. It starts with minor requests, medical emergencies, motorcycle repairs, small farming equipment. Then it escalates into financing local micro-businesses. Let's look at the financial data. These are not investments. They are uncollateralized, zero-interest loans with a 100% historical default rate. Your capital is permanently liquidated to subsidize local baseline operating costs. The third hazard is local banking vulnerability. Depositing large sums into a local retail account under local currency exposes you to steep inflation, harsh exchange controls, and aggressive exit fees if you ever attempt to move your funds back across borders. Worse, opening a joint account with a local companion gives them immediate, unilateral legal right to empty the vault overnight while you are asleep. To ensure you never end up broke and stranded, you must commit 3 rigid financial directives to memory. First, calculate your fixed survival costs, your rent, utilities, insurance, healthcare allocation, and personal nutrition. This is your guarded operational baseline. Next, establish a small, fixed, discretionary buffer strictly from your monthly yield, never your principal. This buffer represents the absolute maximum financial footprint you are willing to expose to the local market in any given month. Finally, enforce transparency blocks. Keep the true architecture of your income completely confidential. No acquaintance or partner should ever know the exact amount of your monthly pension, social security payments, or investment dividends. When a local network does not know the true volume of your resource well, they cannot calculate exactly how much pressure to apply to drain it. Nothing is more expensive to a transactional partner than an asset that has outlived its usefulness. If you are planning to use the SRRV visa to retire in the Philippines, there is a quiet policy trap that is locking up thousands of dollars of expat money indefinitely. Most guys look at the bank deposit requirement and think it's a straightforward process. It isn't. Between currency conversion drops, nightmare bureaucracy, and the reality of trying to get your money back if you change your mind, doing this wrong will ruin your retirement before you even unpack. Here are the critical rules and hidden traps you must know before applying. The first major mistake is misunderstanding the mandatory bank deposit. To get the visa, your money must be sent via an inward international wire remittance into a PRA-accredited bank account. Many expats assume this operates like a normal savings account. It doesn't. This is dead liquidity. It sits there earning practically zero interest, and you cannot touch a single cent of it to cover your daily living expenses. Even worse, if you decide the Philippines isn't a good fit and you want to cancel the visa, getting your money back isn't instant. It routinely takes 3 to 6 months of navigating a grueling bureaucratic paper chase just to clear government audits and get your funds wired back home. Never lock up capital you might need for an emergency. Mistake number 2 is failing to account for the currency conversion bleed. The government strictly requires your deposit to arrive in foreign currency like US dollars. The receiving local bank then handles the conversion. Between international wire transfer fees, poor institutional exchange rates, and PRA administrative costs, expats routinely lose hundreds of dollars before the visa sticker even hits their passport. Furthermore, if you ever cancel the visa to exit the program, the final refund process often settles your balance back into Philippine pesos first. Taking a double hit on volatile exchange rates can erase thousands from your principal savings. Always factor a 5% processing loss into your moving budget. The third mistake is choosing the wrong visa profile. Under the standard SRRV Classic rules, if you do not have a documented monthly pension, the required bank deposit for someone 50 or older is a massive $30,000. However, if you have a guaranteed lifetime pension of at least $800 a month, that mandatory deposit drops to $10,000. Even better, if you have a military background with a qualifying veteran's pension, you unlock the expanded courtesy tier, slashing your required deposit down to just $1,500. Hundreds of men completely waste $28,000 of liquidity simply because they didn't check their pension eligibility rules before applying. The final trap most expats forget is the cost of staying legal. While the SRRV grants you incredible perks, like completely skipping the Bureau of Immigration's annual reporting and bypassing the expensive ACR I-card required for normal tourists, it is not free. You must pay a $360 annual fee to the PRA just to maintain your status. On top of that, you are required to pay a fee to renew your physical SRRV ID card. If you fail to keep up with these annual fees, or if your accredited bank fails to verify your deposit balance annually, the government can suspend your visa, leaving you facing heavy fines or immediate downgrading to a standard tourist status. The SRRV offers unparalleled freedom to live in paradise, but only if you enter the system with your eyes wide open. If you want the raw truth about retiring to Southeast Asia without the marketing sugarcoating, hit the subscribe button. You did not miraculously transform into a Hollywood heartthrob during a 20-hour flight. When you're sitting back home, dealing with the grinding routine of daily life, the cold weather, the high taxes, and a cultural landscape that makes you feel completely invisible, your mind naturally looks for an escape. You look across the ocean to a tropical paradise where your dollar goes further, and the people seem warm, welcoming, and remarkably attentive. This is where the trap is set. To survive international dating, you have to understand the difference between the showroom effect and market reality. Think of a high-end car dealership. When you walk into the showroom, the vehicle on display is pristine. The lighting is mathematically optimized to catch every curve, and the environment is engineered to facilitate a transaction. The early stages of foreign dating operate under this exact blueprint. You are seeing a highly managed, accommodating version of a person framed by a cultural expectation of hospitality and the powerful incentive of your economic footprint. It feels like effortless harmony, but you are still inside the social showroom. In a country where the average daily wage is less than what you spend on a morning coffee, your baseline retirement pension is a premium, life-altering, generational asset. She's not your once-in-a-lifetime golden opportunity, you are actually hers. When you realize that you are operating in a buyer's market with an absolute abundance of choices, your desperation completely evaporates. To protect your hard-earned life savings, you must enforce a rigid operational standard. Every single contact is just an acquaintance. Labeling someone an acquaintance is a professional risk management framework. While your surface demeanor is polite and courteous, your internal categorization remains objective. Look at the logical constraints of this baseline. Along with this, you must implement a strict, non-negotiable, no cohabitation mandate. Never allow even temporary sleepover arrangements. In many foreign jurisdictions, allowing a person to establish a pattern of residency can legally alter your relationship status. Local common law marriage laws can be weaponized to claim your assets or lock you out of your own rented apartment. Furthermore, moving a local partner in sends an immediate signal to their entire extended family network that you have officially assumed financial custody of them. Keep your gates locked. Taking a used car for a 5-minute test drive on a perfectly smooth, flat, sunlit highway tells you absolutely nothing about how the machinery handles real stress. Going on expensive beach vacations, shopping sprees, and luxury dinners is the equivalent of that flat highway. Anyone can look pleasant and cooperative when they are being treated to a lifestyle they could never otherwise access. You aren't testing her character, you are testing her reaction to luxury. Most importantly, test the financial boundaries by intentionally introducing the word no regarding non-essential financial requests. If she asks for an expensive item or a new phone, calmly and politely decline. Watch her immediate, unscripted reaction. A genuine partner will respect your boundaries. A transactional operator will view your no as an unacceptable blockage of her cash flow and will instantly react with passive aggression, cold withdrawal, or guilt trips. A single no can save you 10 years of financial torment. If the machinery fails the test drive, you must overcome your own ego and reject the sunk cost fallacy. Many men discover definitive proof that they are dealing with a dishonest or manipulative partner, yet they continue throwing good money after bad simply because they have already invested so much time and capital. They stay in a burning building just to protect their pride and avoid looking foolish to friends back home. But cutting ties with a bad relationship is actually the easy part. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video, where we will discuss the step-by-step master plan to moving to the Philippines flawlessly.